Welcome to RP's Group of Schools online classes. Let us continue with session 4 of our chapter, Heat and Temperature. In the previous session, we discussed clinical thermometer. In today's session, we'll study laboratory thermometer. Thermometer, which is used to measure the temperature of various objects during experiments in a laboratory, is called a laboratory thermometer. We cannot use a clinical thermometer for measuring the temperature of objects other than human or animal body because it has a temperature range of only 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Let us study the structure of laboratory thermometer. A laboratory thermometer consists of a very thin capillary tube of glass which is surrounded by thick and supportive glass walls. The upper end of the capillary is enclosed after evacuation and the lower end is drawn into a delicate bulb-like shape with a thin glass wall. The bulb may contain red alcohol or mercury. The stem of the thermometer has marks as horizontal lines to read a particular temperature. These marks are called calibrations. A laboratory thermometer is generally used to measure temperatures ranging from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Let us learn how to use a laboratory thermometer. In order to understand the usage of a laboratory thermometer, we need to perform an activity. Activity 4 from page number 48 of your textbook. The aim of the activity is to measure the temperature using a laboratory thermometer. For this activity, you'll require a laboratory thermometer, a beaker, tap water, an iron stand, hot water, and ice-cold water. Observe a laboratory thermometer carefully. See its stem, bulb, and the capillary tube inside the glass stem. Also note the markings on the stem. Count how many small divisions are there between two big divisions. Take a beaker and fill it a little more than half with tap water. Hang a laboratory thermometer on an iron stand so that its bulb is completely dipped in water as shown in the figure. Observe till the mercury thread in the capillary tube becomes steady and read the level of mercury. This reading is the temperature of the tap water. Now replace the tap water with ice-cold water and then hot water and note their temperature. You will observe that the laboratory thermometer is capable of measuring a wide range of temperatures. In the above activity, temperature was read while the laboratory thermometer was dipped in water. Do you know why? In case of laboratory thermometer, temperature must be read while the thermometer is in water because as soon as we take out the thermometer from water, the level of mercury starts to fall or rise. This may result in incorrect reading of the temperature. Let us discuss some precautions while using a laboratory thermometer. The bulb of the thermometer should be kept vertical and in contact with the objects whose temperature is being measured. The bulb should not touch the bottom or the sides of the container. The reading of temperature should be taken without removing the thermometer from its position. The eye of the observer and mercury in the capillary tube should be at the same level as shown in the figure. The thermometer should not be used to measure temperature below its lowest marking or above its highest marking. Though a laboratory thermometer can measure temperature ranging from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius, it is still inconvenient to use it for measuring body temperature. Why? It is not convenient to use a laboratory thermometer for measuring human body temperature because we have to take the thermometer out of the mouth to note the reading. Unlike laboratory thermometer, the mercury does not fall or rise in a clinical thermometer when taken out of the mouth because of the kink near the bulb. The kink prevents the mercury level from falling on its own. Differences between laboratory and clinical thermometer. A laboratory thermometer is much larger as compared to clinical thermometer. A laboratory thermometer has a temperature range from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius, whereas a clinical thermometer has a temperature range from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. A laboratory thermometer is read while its bulb is dipped or is in close contact with the object whose temperature is to be measured, whereas the clinical thermometer is removed from the body to note down the temperature. A laboratory thermometer has a straight capillary without any bend or kink in its column. The capillary of a clinical thermometer has a kink just above its bulb. These are some differences between laboratory and clinical thermometer. That was all for today's session. See you in the next session.